You can have the best strategy in the world. You can have perfect entries, perfect exits, a clean setup, and you will still blow your account. How? Because the strategy was never the problem. You were. Today, I'm going to show you 3 silent mindset mistakes that destroy most traders. Not indicators, not setups. Mindset. These mistakes are costing you money right now, and most traders never even notice them. By the end of this video, you will understand exactly what's happening inside your head. And more importantly, you'll know how to fix it. Let's get into it. Let me tell you about a trader named Marcus. Marcus had been trading for about 2 years. He was disciplined. He journaled. He followed his rules. Then one Tuesday morning, he took a trade on the Euro/USD. Clean setup. He entered, and the market just went the other way, stopped out, lost $400. Now here's where it gets interesting. Marcus sat there, stared at the screen, and within 4 minutes he was back in a trade. Same pair, bigger size, no setup, no plan, just pure emotion. He lost another $600. By the end of the day, Marcus had turned a $400 loss into a $800 loss. All in one session? Down familiar? Maybe it wasn't Marcus, maybe it was you. So why does this happen? Why do intelligent, disciplined people suddenly throw every rule out the window after one bad trade? Here's the psychology behind it. When you lose money, your brain doesn't just feel disappointment. It feels something much more powerful. It feels injustice. Your brain literally registers a loss the same way it registers a physical threat. This triggers your fight or flight response. And fight in trading? That's the revenge trade. Your brain is saying, the market took something from me. I need to take it back right now. It's not logical. It's survival wiring. The same part of your brain that helped your ancestors survive a predator is now making your trading decisions. The market doesn't know you exist. It doesn't owe you anything. And it will not give back what it took just because you're angry. So what's the fix? One rule. It sounds almost too simple, but it changes everything. After any losing trade, you must stand up from your chair. Physically stand up. Walk away from the screen. Set a timer for 15 minutes. Do not touch anything. Do not look at the chart. Do not calculate your loss. Just walk away. Why? Because your emotional brain takes roughly 12 to 15 minutes to calm down after a loss. That's not a theory, that's neuroscience. If you sit back down before that timer goes off, you are not trading. You are reacting. Marcus started doing this. He called it his reset rule. After any loss, walk away, 15 minutes, no exceptions. In 3 months, his revenge trading dropped by 90%. Not because he became a robot, but because he gave his brain time to reset. You cannot outthink your emotions in the moment, but you can outmaneuver them with a rule you follow before the emotion arrives. That is the difference between a disciplined trader and an emotional one. The disciplined trader doesn't have fewer emotions. They have better rules. Now, let's talk about something that sounds like a good problem, but it's just as dangerous as the revenge trade. Meet Jordan. Jordan had just come off the best trading week of her life. 5 trades, 4 winners, up 18% on the week. She felt incredible, confident, sharp. She told herself, I finally figured it out. I understand the market now. The following Monday, she doubled her position size. I'm on a hot streak, she thought. Why not capitalize on it? By Wednesday, she had given back everything she made the previous week, plus more. What happened to Jordan happens to almost every trader after a big winning streak, and it's one of the most misunderstood traps in all of trading. Why does this happen? There's a psychological concept called the illusion of control. After a series of wins, your brain starts to believe that you are in control of the outcome. You start to confuse a good result with good skill. But here's what your brain is not accounting for. Some of those wins had luck in them. Not all of them, but some. And in trading, skill and luck are always mixed together. The market gave you good conditions. Your setup worked. Your risk management held. But the market was also moving in your favor for reasons completely outside your control. When Jordan doubled her size, she wasn't trading with better skill. She was trading with more confidence. And confidence without humility is one of the most expensive emotions in trading. Ask yourself this: has your process actually improved, or did you just get a favorable week? Those are two completely different things, and most traders treat them as the same. So what's the fix? You need what I call a position size contract. This is a rule you write down, not in your head, on paper or in your trading journal, that says your position size will never change based on emotion. It changes only based on one thing: your account equity and your risk percentage. If you risk 1% per trade, that number stays 1% whether you just had 3 winners in a row or 3 losers. The size changes with your account equity, not with your mood. Jordan went back to basics. She printed out her position sizing formula and taped it to her monitor. It sounds almost embarrassing, but it worked because it removed the decision from her emotional state. Here's the mindset shift that changes everything on this point. Stop measuring yourself by results. Start measuring yourself by process. Did you follow your rules today? Yes or no? That's the only question that matters after a trading session. Not how much you made, not how much you lost. Did you follow your rules? Because over hundreds of trades, a good process will produce good results. But emotional position sizing will destroy even the best strategy. The market will always humble you. The only question is when. This last one is the deepest. And it's the one that most trading educators never talk about. Let me introduce you to Derek. Derek had been trading for 3 years. He quit his job to trade full-time, told his family he was going to make it, built his whole identity around being a trader, and then he hit a losing streak. 2 weeks. 17 losing trades in a row. Now losing streaks happen to everyone. They are a completely normal part of trading. Every professional trader has gone through them. The question is not whether you'll hit one. The question is how you respond when you do. Derek couldn't accept the losses. Not because they were financially catastrophic, they were within his risk limits, but because every losing trade felt like it meant something about him, about who he was, about his worth as a person. He started overriding his stop losses, just a little. I'll give it more room, he told himself. Small losses became big losses. And then he started skipping trades he should have taken, because fear of another loss was paralyzing him. His system was still valid. His strategy still had edge. But Derek was no longer trading the system. He was trading his ego. Here's the psychology of what happened to Derek. When you tie your identity to your trading results, every loss becomes a personal attack. You're not losing a trade. You're losing proof of your worth. And the human brain will do almost anything to protect your self-image, including ignoring stop losses, holding losers, and avoiding valid setups. This is called ego-protective trading. And it is silent. You won't notice it happening. It feels like intuition. It feels like adjusting. But it's your identity defending itself against the threat of being wrong. Here is the reframe that Derek needed, and maybe you need it too. You are not your trades. You are the person who executes a process. The market decides the result. You decide whether you followed the process. A losing trade followed perfectly is a success. A winning trade that broke every rule is a failure. Most people have this completely backwards. So what's the fix? Derek started doing something called a process journal. Not a results journal, a process journal. Every single day, he answered 3 questions. 1. Did I follow my entry rules? 2. Did I follow my stop loss rules? 3. Did I follow my position size rules? That's it. 3 questions. Yes or no answers. Over time, Derek started to separate his identity from his results. He started to see himself as someone who follows a process, not someone who wins trades. And that shift? It was the most important thing he ever did for his trading account. The traders who make it long-term are not the smartest. They're not the ones with the best strategies. They are the ones who have separated their identity from their results and committed fully to a repeatable process. That is the silent mindset shift that beats all strategies. Not a new indicator, not a new setup, a new relationship with who you are when you trade. Let me bring it all together for you. Lesson 1. The revenge trade is your brain trying to protect you. It's wired in. You can't stop the emotion from arriving, but you can install a rule that fires before the emotion takes over. Walk away for 15 minutes after every loss. Non-negotiable. Lesson 2. Winning streaks are dangerous. Not because they're bad, but because they make you feel invincible. Your position size should never change because of your confidence level. Write your position sizing rules down. Follow them like a contract with your future self. Lesson 3. Stop tying your identity to your results. You are not your P&L. You are the person who follows a process. Measure yourself by process quality every single day. 3 questions. Yes or no. That's it. These aren't complicated ideas, but they are brutally hard to implement because they require you to be honest with yourself. And honesty is the rarest trait in trading. Most traders spend years looking for the perfect strategy. The ones who succeed spend those same years perfecting their mindset. The strategy is the vehicle. Your mindset is the driver. A bad driver in a great car still crashes. Be the driver who deserves the car. If this video made you think differently about your trading, hit subscribe. Because next week, I'm going to show you the one risk management rule that professional traders use that almost no retail trader knows about. It's not a percentage. It's not a formula. It's a way of thinking about risk that will permanently change how you size your trades. I'll see you in the next one.